Hi there, I'm Shoddy. Today we're gonna play Betrayal at Krondor, Betrayal at Krondor episode 15. And we left off, I think we just got to chapter 7, where we're in the north part of these, I can't remember the name of the woods. Chapter 7, The Long Ride. Destroy the Rift Machine. So there's a machine that's teleporting bad guys in from the north down into here somewhere. We have to find it and destroy it. We just started that, so... check our guy's gear. Seems good. Probably don't need to be carrying that sword around. Don't have all the food in the world. Everybody's full health. Let's look through the spyglass. Stuff over there. Check it out. Oh. No one's lived here in some time. Light bowstring. I don't think that helps my bows. Yeah. Buckler halted, as if seeing the light bowstring for the first time. He held it up for inspection and shook his head. Got to get my mind on the business at hand, he muttered. Self-deprecating humor. Next I'll try putting jam on my sword and eating toast lace with silverthorn. More stuff to the south, something to the west after. See anything? Northeast. What am I supposed to find here? Passed right by it. Right beside this mountain. And there's nothing here. Invisible, whatever it is. Doesn't exist. Must be on this hill that you can't get up. There we go. Thought about... oop, I gotta cast that spell. Lets me read this language. I thought about a puzzle yesterday I didn't solve. It was flat with 2 eyes. I think the answer was button. Low. When they are caught, they are thrown away. When they escape, you itch all day. I want to say like mosquitoes or something, but fleas? He stands beside the road in a purple cap and tattered green cloak. Those who touch him curse him. Mushroom? No. Not like poison ivy. Not like staining nettle. Reset the puzzle and then break out the notepad. I don't know what it could be. Stands beside the road in a purple cap and tattered green cloak. Those who touch him curse him. Not beggar, it's not. Bell. Bells? Belt? L.A.? Elv? Try? Triz? Trit? Thistle. Ah, that's probably what it is. Black Nimbus. You might already have that. He already has that. Give that to Buckler. We meet up with the other guy later, we can give it to Owen or somebody. Right. I'm at the end of the road. Or need rest. Not sleep here, he says. Uh-oh. Jeez. And 99% bows being better than mine. Oops, no. Beware, dangerous forest. Cavern was locked tight. The sign says the place is called the Fife and Laurel, said James. A man in dark-colored clothes suddenly appeared behind them. The Fife and Laurel is closed, he hissed. It has been closed since the destruction of Sethanon. If you are looking for something to eat, there is good trapping to the southeast. Before they could say another word, the man slipped away. There was something else beside the road that I missed back up here. Probably this buried pit. Poison rations. Let's go get lost in the forest. You say good trapping to the southeast? Patras was beginning to look pale. James felt a little guilty for having dragged the magical advisor along on such an extended mission, but since he had no knowledge whatsoever of magic, Prince Arutha had thought it wise to at least have him look at the alien rift machine. What none of them had counted on was that they would be making much of their journey on foot. For days they had ridden at a panic pace, astride 3 of the finest chargers lent from the stables of Northwarden. Driven too hard for too long, the horses had all died within hours of one another, expiring long before they had reached the outer rim of the Dimwood forest. From there they had been forced to walk, sneaking past a patrol of goblins who were taking up a defensive position on the road leading north out of Dimwood. Now far behind enemy positions and without transport, they had a very difficult task ahead of them. With nothing much to accomplish, find something the size of a man in the whole of the Dimwood. Shouldn't be too difficult. Not the most difficult thing Arutha ever had us do. Remember that berry hunt where we went on after the Rift War? Very nearly wouldn't have found them if we hadn't realized the rainfall had been heavier that year. I'm just sorry we had to drag poor old Patras along on this one. You worry about your own skins, you whelps. I can run with the best of them. You two ain't no exception. Get runny-nosed on me and I'll brain the both of you. Better listen to him, Jimmy. He's a killer. Uh-huh. I believe you're right. So, where do you think we should start looking for this rift machine? Your guess would be as good as mine. Since we just came from the north, I'd say it's a good bet it isn't up there anywhere. That still leaves east, west, and south, and everything in between, like spearing a fish in a barrel. That being the case, I suppose we should try to be as systematic as possible. I say we make a sweep east, then maybe move to the south or the west. East. Why west seems like that's as good a direction. Not sure, but instinct that's telling me east is the same one that kept me alive this long. I've learned not to ignore it. If you got a better idea, I'll follow your lead. Alright, let's go, Jimmy. East it is. Across the good old bridge here. Maybe you can spyglass it. I guess I didn't get any of this stuff yet. See if that's trapped. It is trapped. Alright, so anyway, saving. Deactivated it, good. Another one of these hands. I'll take it. And a ring, sure. Party's abilities and what? Tent over there. Pumps. Hey, nice. Bunch of food. Tent was over here. Grave as well. Oops. All dwelling was abandoned. Barloo Tunes. He forgot to concentrate. Shall we dig it up? Yes. I can get rid of the notepad. Going east. More treasure. I think I'll be sick of riddles after this. All about the house. With his lady he dances, yet he always works and never romances. Like flame? Art. Fire. All about the house. With his lady he dances, yet he always works and never romances. Like skirt or something? No. I guess I'll reset the puzzle and notepad it up. Put it away too soon. Oops. Where? Um, do flute, but that's not the way you spell that. Flute. Earth. Furs. Fur. Off. Wrath. Breath. Hmm. Room. Room. Ah, thing I want anyways. That's one of those. Nope, just game cross. Oh, we're off already? Pounds all day, beats all night, never rests. Wood. I have no idea. Or it could be, it's only 4 letters long. R, say, head, save, save. Save. Pounds all day, beats all night, never rests. Ugh. We'll just try all the combinations then. Or E. Try the SAs then. Surf. Probably should have made sure to check those rations weren't poisoned. Tons of food. All across the country soared to front doors he travels, but you never invite him in. Is it like wind? No. Mice? No. Dust? No. Hmm. All right. Whoa. Oh. Go to vowel. I'd be getting close. Math. Aha. The unseen. enough room. More food. The unseen do. Caster consents food. Try it. Okay. They were not alone. Patrice's pulse quickened as he saw the lone figure approach, but when it became apparent they were not being attacked, he relaxed a bit, squinted slightly in an attempt to see who was about to join them. Duke Martin. James Locklear, what are you doing here? Prince Arutha told us that a Serrani magician had given over a rift machine to the Moradel for use in this battle. We've come down here to locate and destroy it before Delacon can get full use of it. How did you get here? We never saw you at the castle. When a portion of the Southern Aero Company began to fall back from northward, and I decided to follow after them and make sure they weren't up to any mischief. As you might have guessed, they had that infernal machine of theirs set up a few miles to the north. They spotted me and assumed that I was a human mercenary that was slacking behind. You played along and went through the gate and ended up here. How did you know you wouldn't end up in Sar Sargoth? I didn't, but I was surrounded by Moradel. I imagined that my best hope for survival lay on the other side of wherever that door led. Whenever we emerged here, I told the captain that I had to rejoin my unit and I was off. There was a few close moments along the way, but I won free at last. Why didn't you try to destroy it? I thought about it, but the device was surrounded by Moradel at the time, so I decided I'd gather some help. You three are the first humans I'd seen in a week. Rift machine. Relative to where we are now, where is the rift machine? Is it nearby? Not sure. To escape the Moradel camp, I slipped under a stack of canvas bags in the back of a supply wagon they brought with them. After we had traveled for a few hours, they pulled over for a nature break and I was able to get away. I do recall hearing water as we were moving out, however. You were near a waterfall or a river, at least. That gives us an idea of where we can start our search. Anything else we should know? From listening to the wagon driver's talk, I get the feeling I wasn't the only unexpected visitor through the machine of theirs. Apparently some rebel Moradel chieftain came through and caused them a good deal of grief, then headed south towards where one of their warlords is staging for the attack on Sethanon. They were none too happy about him being on the loose. I'm hoping I can find him myself so I can ask him a few questions. Any idea who this warlord to the south is? I believe it's Delacon's son, Moraelf. Though I couldn't be certain of it. They were bandying about names so fast I was having a little trouble understanding all of it. My Moradel isn't all it used to be. Sethanon. What is it with Sethanon and the Moradel? This is the second time they've attacked there, and I never understood why they struck 10 years ago. There's nothing in Sethanon but a heap of ruins. At least the last time we had an army to get in their way. Even at a forced march, Prince Marutha's men can't get here for another few days and they'll be exhausted once they arrive. And, now that I think about it, why is Delacon bringing an army? If he expected to arrive at Sethanon behind our lines, he could simply walk in, take what he wants, and turn around and walk through the rift gate without a scratch unless he expected someone else to be there. Who does he think will be at Sethanon? What does it mean? It means they didn't get what they came for the last time they raided. It also means Delacon has been watching Sethanon for quite some time, possibly as long as the end of the last battle. He knows Squire Philip's men will be in the way. Squire Philip's men? Why would a squire be leading a counterattack? It would take me too long to explain to you at the moment. Suffice to say, I don't think Delacon and his men will be having a good day once they get to Sethanon. If we're lucky, they'll be deterred long enough for Arutha to start nibbling away at their flanks. Lies. Major advantage I can see in our favor is that we and the Moradel are at an equal disadvantage. Neither of us have a clear supply of materials, and they will have to hold some of theirs out so they can retreat to the Northlands when the time comes. If they intend on retreating, they didn't seem to be too interested in it last time they came. A bit of advice, though. If you've come across any food, I'd suggest holding on to it. We found several of their food caches and poisoned them as we did in Northwarden. And with two armies marching through here at the same time, imagine food is about to get scarce. An unpleasant option as it may seem, you may have to resort to taking food off dead Moradel. Goodbye. Well, I see water. So let's follow the water to the east and south and stuff. More treasure. They were not alone. Oh no. Petrus is frozen. freeze everybody, then I just lose. Come on now. Ah. Got one use of this. Stay away from these hideous beasts. They kill our females and children. Stay away. I'm getting a little sick of puzzles, riddles. Gonna be some fantasy beast that only exists in this universe. Not bears, not cougars, not wolves. Nope. Not wyverns, not dogs of any sort. Not coyotes. Chupacabra. Is the way this is spelled a clue? Because weird. Say, so be away from these hideous beasts they kill. L. Nope. Oh, R. E and then O. And then L. Trolls. Ah, nice. Gamut of the 8. One is for defense. Can have that. When it is stout, people gladly tread. When it is thin, people walk in dread. Boots? B-O-T. Oh. Shoes? Wheats. Tread the wheats. like threads. Beats. I don't think it's bowls of shoes. What else is stout? Like a beer? When does stout people gladly tread? When is it thin people walk in dread? Ice? No. You know what? I'm sick of riddles. Maybe no more riddles. There was a waterfall. Should we do this one? When people come for me to meet, they come to me with heavy feet. The one I hold, when I get my chance, will turn and spin and start to dance. Like lantern? I don't know what heavy feet's about. To hell with it. You go in the waterfall? I cannot. Upcar. I too have difficulties. I am Alcar. Perhaps it may be that we can help one another. You're assuming quite a bit. You don't think any of us have a good reason to trust you, Mordell. Just now you all felt the pelt of my stones, each which hit your heads just as easily as it would have Mordell throwing a knife. If I'd wish you harm, you would already have been dead. You speak the kingdom tongue remarkably well, handy skill for a spy. We cannot trade our goods with the traders who come from the kingdom or from far off places. We speak only our native tongue. It would seem it was beneath them to learn our language. Granted, I'm still listening. There is a device which is being used by Delicon to invade this wood. If it is left operational, it will mean utter defeat for you. If Delicon succeeds in his goal, he will use whatever it is hidden in Sethanon to gain a power that eluded Myrmidamis's grasp. It will mean a new tyranny for your kingdom and for mine. We already know about the device. Butted out of one of the field captains that attacked Northwarden. Really mean to help us tell us where to find this device. On a peninsula where the rivers meet, it is accessible only by passing through an illusion of a mountain created by the Six. I'm not sure from here where it is located. I have been looking for a magical artifact since I slipped out of the camp. Artifact? For what purpose? Shortly after they began staging soldiers through the rift, I discovered the gate could be disrupted by something they call a wani, a word foreign to me. I found such an item on a magician who was guarding the gate. Before I slew him, I discovered if thrown in the maelstrom of the gate, it would cause it to collapse. I had thought it permanently destroyed. Delicon has a number of tricks up his sleeve, so you think we might be able to find another of these devices? From what little I learned before I slew the magician, they are necessary in the creation of the gate. If one is to build a bridge, it is usually wise to bring more planks of wood than necessary in case one should stop. Seems to be a reasonable assumption. Now, it's just a matter of locating this Wani. Who would have one? If any would know, it would be the leader of the rear guard, Morelf. He has his troops preparing themselves for the final advance near the southern tip of this wood. I suppose it's time we went and had a talk with him. Had a talk? Jimmy, do you propose we simply walk up to him and ask for his advice that will destroy his campaign? Not without saying hello first. We'll pose as Quajuns and hope he doesn't see through us. In all this chaos, he can't possibly know everyone in all his companies. An Admiral Gamble, I approve. Hear that, Lucky? The Mordell approves. It must be a good idea. Let's get moving before I regain my common sense. Goodbye, Obcar. Health it is. Hopefully that stupid device isn't in one of those chests that I can't guess. Ashlyn Mechus. All who knew her loved her. Pick her up. And Scorpions. The advantage was lost. Dang. Patrick cleared his throat. He caught Locklear's attention, then stopped. How is it the Mordor have scouts in the Dimwood, and for what purpose? Mordor we have seen thus far are all part of Delacon's war tribe, though I too am puzzled by the number and purpose of these warriors. They agreed to attack. The bridge was heavily guarded. Several goblins eyed them suspiciously as they approached. Delacon descended to help guard the rift machine, shouted James in a gruff voice. One of the goblins turned to the others, and James thought he heard the words Quidgen mercenaries. This was followed by some laughter, which died down almost as quickly as they'd begun. What's the password? Bluff. James looked confident. Delacon gave us a special password himself. Hope you're familiar with it. I'd hate to be in your hides if you're not. The new password is Sethanon. The goblin considered this for a moment, then shouted, "It's a very bad day for liars. Prepare to die, Kingdom Dogs." No, with the poison. Atris. Alright, try Evil Seek. Power it. Aw. Misclicked. Buckler's on fire. Nobody has any room. Read the book and ditch the book. Ditch this. What kind of sword is that? Gallon Griefmaker. Holding up the double-edged, basket-hilted sword for inspection, James favored it with a nod. The numerous sharp teeth that bristled along the edge of the weapon guaranteed a deep cut if the blade was properly swung. 25, 15, 42, and 5 for Elf. Not as good as that. Not as good as that. Alright. I missed a body in the middle, but it's not a big deal. These guys turning me around? They did. With the puzzles again. Though a tasty treat made in spiral towers, rarely will be eaten alone. No, it's not cake, is it? Spiral towers. Is it honey? Spirit Jester stood beneath the wrong tree. Just a body. Marlin Shepherd threw a stone at a dragon. Forest Walker. They dedicated or something like that. Rule Dulazan. Skins were his trade. Body. And we're going south. More food. On the body. A wrinkled hand pulled open the door. Yes, croaked the little man, his frail voice cracking with age. James smiled. We don't mean to bother you, sir. What news have you of the area? The old man dropped his head, and tears welled up in his eyes as he spoke. Do not be deceived by what you see. The man before you is well less than half his apparent years. What you say is true. How could this thing have happened? Asked Patras. It is true indeed. I was trapping east of here, had stayed a month, when suddenly I found myself growing weaker by the day. I decided to return home, and during the journey I spotted a black-robed man with a snake-like face. You think he is the source of your problems? Questioned James. The man sighed. I wish I knew. But now, what am I to do? How shall I eat? I left behind my only iron jaw trap. I would be ever so grateful to have it returned. You shouldn't be affected if you don't stay too long. With a concerned look, James turned to Patras, then faced the man. We will see what we can do, he said. Let's go east. Snake-faced man. Oh my goodness, with the puzzles. You must keep this thing. Its loss will affect your brothers. For once yours is lost, It will soon be lost by others. Like sanity? Oh. I don't have the patience for any more of these puzzles. Oh boy. We won't be able to take all these fellows. Maybe we can try another tactic. James stopped. He looked at the band guarding the pass ahead and called out, "Will you allow a safe passage?" The self-important looking guard glanced up from what he was doing and replied, looking them over with great measure of disdain, "We have orders that no one is to pass in or out of the dim wood." "Whose orders?" James challenged. "From who originally, I'm certain I haven't a notion, but when my commanding officer gives an order, I follow it." He replied, reaching for his sword and placing its point in the soil in front of him. He stared menacingly at them. "Of course, if you wish to make a point of challenging the wisdom of it, you are more than welcome to try us on." Buckler stepped forward and stood next to James. "What's the point of fighting it out with our own?" he said, seeing his friend's temper flaring. "It runs counter to what we might want to accomplish. Once we charge, they may forget who they're fighting." Jim shook his head. "If this fellow's attitude that gets me, so would we fight or leave?" Jim scowled. "Let's head back. This way leads out of the dim wood and away from the rift machine. Ruth had entrusted us to find it and destroy it, and I'll be damned first before I'd let him down." Where's Buddy's trap? Along the mountain, maybe there? No, not another puzzle chest. Okay, that's locked. Not trapped. Peasant's key. Let's use the lockpicks. I think I have enough food. Snake face guy? They agreed to attack. And he was not surprised. He's got a fire sword. James got the dragon stone on his armor, that's why he didn't get hurt. They're not alone. Lone figure. Morelf. Ula Shobla, Mordellan Nordranus Baktu? We're Quejan warlord. If you could stay speaking in the kingdom tongue, maybe we could understand one another better. Sibba. How progresses the transfer from the Serani Gate? We were ambushed, Lord Morelf. Several men, heavily armed, are moving through the dimwood. We were lucky to escape. Kingdom soldiers? Perhaps. I know they weren't under our standards, so they probably weren't mercenary. We heard sounds farther off from where they came from. It might be a whole army. Upcar may have reached someone and raised the alarm. Damn, this will complicate the march to Sethanon. How close were they to Six's rift machine? No idea. We got turned around during the attack. Our couriers were killed and we needed field reports. We hoped you could help us. What do you need to know? Rift machine. Magicians at the rift machine tell me there seems to be a malfunction within the gate. They need one of the parts they had stored away. But the gate still functions? No, failed just before the magician sent us, and it is beyond repair with what they have. They said they need the devices they stored with you. It's hidden in a box, locked with our special locks. Victory is the password. You will find it in a canyon beyond... In a canyon being near the southwest corner of this wood. The box is in there. Goodbye. We have orders to attend to, with or without our squadron. To them, then, with all haste. If any further complications arise, report to me immediately. Your will, warlord. Food. No. Southwest corner. Let's go. And victory is the answer to one of these puzzles. Mm. Oh, this one. Goblins. Enough with the poison arrows, you jerks. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Poison to death. Not poisoned anymore. Actually, there's gonna be a trap. Nope. With this one thing, you will have defeated even the strongest foe. Well, does victory even fit? Oh, it does, okay. Dang it. What are these two food then? Dang it. Oh. Darn, there was a message there, but I skipped it. Oops. Oops. Darn. Missed that message, whatever it was. To whom it may concern, I have found your interesting device and became fearful that someone less honest than myself would steal such a beautiful piece of art. If you wish to retrieve the item, please come see me at my house in the Dimwood, and I'll be more than glad to see you receive it back. You will find it a short journey due north of this chest. Yours truly, Philip. Arg. You see me oft in woods and town. With my roots above, I must grow down. Just like trees? Forest? Don't care. There are more of them? That spell sure doesn't last long. Strange earthen house that brings naught but disdain, and yet those who stay there never do complain. Is it like grave? Twins on either side of a ridge that smells. They never see each other directly. They shall never see each other directly. Nose? Ears? Ears. No? There was already one answer, eyes, and earlier. Huh. Does it stack? Yeah. Is this gonna be like clouds then? It's not. Lightning fit? It's not. Due north, okay. Am I supposed to find this guy's trap or something? Is it gonna be that guy? Chest I already did. Appears to be locked. Not trapped. Could pick it. Being attacked. Ow. Right in the back. Crap. Oh, I might have made a mistake already. Hate it. Bad guys. Creatures howled. Look 'em all. Ooh, Patras is gonna die again. Man, they don't miss. Like a reload to me. Right. Let's magic up our swords and some stuff on our armor. And drink some potions. We don't need this. Fill up with the dimwood. Oh, his armor's already got stuff. Save this one as buffs. I should have drank one of those blue potions. Mattress is poisoned. This stuff do? Counteract enchanted blades. Huh. Buffed again. That's probably all the bodies looted. Oh no, there's more guys. Oh no. Lots of them. Should have drank more potions. Alright, shoot your buddy. Had enough of you. Guess he didn't need those. The boy hurried from the house, dressed in a squire's clothes. He made haste as he closed the disposition, his expression revealing he was more than a little happy to see them. Huffing out heavy breath, he waved to them. Squire Philip. Please do not leave us yet, senors. In ordinary circumstances, I wouldn't be empowered to ask for your aid, but our forces are spread rather thin at the moment. We need everybody we can get to aid in this effort. Whether or not you've sworn an oath to the secret garrison at Sethanon or not. Sethanon Garrison? I never heard Arutha mention anything about troops being stationed near Sethanon, and you're far too young for senior duty. How old do you think I am? 18, maybe 19 summers, about the same age as the squire we knew from Tyburn. While Count Bellafort's son Owen was taking his first baby steps, my wife and I had already had a son for 3 years. I'm 37 summers old, and hold the rank of captain in the Kingdom Army. When my commander noticed how young I looked, even as a veteran officer, he struck on the idea that I would make an ideal courier for the secret garrison. Sink me, a spy for the kingdom. Even if the things you say about yourself are true, the rest of your story is impossible. Arutha would have told me about a secret garrison. Has he ever explained to you why there is an absolute ban on visitation to Sethanon? Can you recall any other occasion in which Prince Arutha or King Liam have forbidden people to visit battle sites? No, but I always assumed he wished to keep it as a memorial to the battle there. A memorial that cannot be revisited by its veterans? You're trying to rationalize, senor. Not even the members of the garrison are allowed near Sethanon unless an armed force approaches. The orders are to destroy any who come against it. And now I must find a way to get word to them that the Mordell are advancing. Do you have any ideas on the subject? Craig. Do you know anything about a man named Craig? He lives to the south, that is. If I remember correctly, someone answering to that name lives near Sethanon. Perhaps you can clear something up for us. When we ran into him, he was claiming to be 20 years old, but it was abundantly obvious to us that he couldn't have been anything less than 70 or 80. He claimed something happened to him while he was trapping Trip in the southeastern corner of the Dimwood and began aging suddenly. Of course, it sounds like utter madness, but we were wondering if you knew what had driven him mad. The only Craig I know is 23 midsummers, and to my knowledge his father isn't named Craig. Did he appear to be healthy? For an 80-year-old man, as strong as a horse. I don't know what is at the bottom of all this, but a bit of advice, I would stay away from that part of the Dimwood he was in until one of us can discover what's going on. Wani. Found your note in the mortal chest. Do you still have the Wani that was in it? You mean the magic device? Yes, though neither I nor Galindi have been able to find out what it's used for. We were hoping it would be used against Mordell somehow. No toad skin and witch could finger how. It's Serrani and probably one of those infernal greater path objects. Objects. Pompous little buggers made up a whole new magic just to make my liver itch. Though she might have said it differently, I believe Willindi would agree. She's still studying it intensely. I'll fetch it before you leave. Goodbye. Need to get back to our mission. We will hold things together here. Unless another band of goblins come around, I should be alright. I need to stay here and keep an eye on our supplies, but you'll be welcome if you need to come back. That's appreciated. Farewell, Squire. Did I get it? Looks like it. Made of glazed metal, 3 concentric rings encircled the mushroom-shaped device's base, through which was visible a globe of glass that flashed periodic bursts of white light. While the design was Serrani, it could only have been made on Midcamia. The price of metal is too prohibitive on Kelawon to allow such an extravagant device to be built. Check out the well. Oh, whoops. No. Try that again. After we save. The well looked inviting. Weeds grew around the base of the well in a tangled clump, a good indication it hadn't dried up. My throat has grown quite parched and my water pouch is nearly empty. Shall I get a drink? Yes. James lowered the bucket in the well. The bucket hit the bottom of the well with a splash, and he waited for it to be submerged before turning the wooden crank to retrieve it. The water was cool, and they drank greedily before filling their water pouches and preparing themselves to resume the journey. That was fishy. No one answered the knocking. Dead guy. What is that? Ale cask. His curiosity sufficiently piqued, Jim popped open the half-gallon cask and inhaled deeply. Immediately, his senses reeled as a heady cinnamon-like aroma assaulted him. Quiche and ale. I kind of feel like I should take that. What should I get rid of? I know, that food. Alright. Now, Buddy said there was a peninsula in the river. that this device will let me see through some kind of mountain. Where? Dangerous forest. Let's follow the river and... Uh-oh. Bad guys. Did I get poisoned again from that? Patrick's just poisoned. Nobody has any room. I just do the same body 3 times? Seems like it. Which blessing is the blue blessing? Plus number 1. Okay. We don't need that. Bodies are too close together. No one's lived here in some time. Oh, here's a mountain. Can I walk through it? Oh. It's trapped. Deactivate it. I think then I already found these chests. Oh, I didn't. Light fingers. Black nimbus and light finger. There's a bridge. I think I already found these graves. Yeah, I did. Follow the river and then come back if we need to. Dangerous forest. Is there another bridge? Hey, we're not alone. Well, you again. I suppose by a rare occurrence that something else has happened which merits interrupting me. Bye. Right, let's cross the bridge. Need rest. And then let's try west first, I guess. I like use this item. Oh. Ugh. They're going this way? I think I was. No one's actually lived here in some time. Yes. Good guy. Good guys. Tim was not surprised. The enchanted corals are better than the elven corals, but ditch them. Headed around that mountain. Follow the river some more. What is that? Bad guys. Someone's lived there in some time. Forgot to concentrate. Buckler stumbled. Ugh. I don't need that. I still carry around that dumb book too, yeah. Trouble ahead. They've wandered into a trap. What does Wrath of Killian do? Earthquake trap. Oh, I thought I could use invitation on those. Made it. Once. One pace to the north, 2 paces to the east, 2 paces to the south, 2 paces to the west, 1 pace to the north. What? What if I draw this? One pace to the north, 2 paces to the east, paces to the south, paces to the west, paces to the north. Square? It draws a square. Has feathers but can't fly, rests on legs but can't walk. Like a chicken? Ostrich fit? O-S-T-R-I-C. Yeah, maybe. No, it does not. Feathers but can't fly. Rest on legs but can't walk. Arrow has feathers? The last one that talked about legs was a table. Or a wheelbarrow. Feathers. Hmm. Like a plumed hat? I don't know. Doesn't have legs. Feathers can't fly. Legs can't walk. Don't know. Somebody in the YouTube comments 20 years after I'm dead is gonna be like, it's this, of course. I guess we'll cross the bridge. Unless that river down there is worth traveling to. Is another river. Guess we'll go up and down the whole river. We're not alone. Duke Martin. That seems to be the wrong way to go. Let's go across that bridge where all those spellcasters were. I need rest. Hey. I'm just seeing a bunch of spellcasters here. Is this the wrong bridge? Is. Wife and Laurel is closed. Here we are, I think. We just made a big circle. I think I probably did. No, I didn't. There's no spellcaster. I am so turned around. Uh-oh. We're off. Where is the rift machine, you jerk? This is why they wanted you to have all that food and you'd be wandering this forest forever. What did this lady want again? Rizulka. Bulky. Can't remember now. You can talk to her, right? Why? Too many of them. Oh, maybe I should have rested. Alrighty then. Now we're really lost. Where's the rivers? This is a dead end. This will go back to more elf or whatever. Where are we? Food? Hello, Sarah Johns. Base is abandoned. What's this? Wooden chest. Roughly the size of a baked loaf of bread, the wooden chest seemed extraordinarily heavy, as if something made of solid lead was contained within. There are no visible marks on the miniature chest to indicate what had been crafted to hold. Open the miniature chest. Patras cracked open the box's lid. Engulfed in coruscating geyser of light which fountained from the interior of the small box, he shouted as he felt himself shot in the air like a crossbow bolt in the blue. That hurt? Not. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Trying to find the device in this woods. A little lost. Supposed to be by the river. And there was a bridge earlier that I saw that had some enemies across it. Streaming going so far? Fine. Stream a couple hours every morning. Beating some games. After this game is beat, I'll add it to the list. I thought about adding a list of games that I want to play also. Probably do that today after I'm done. About 10 minutes left of this stream, so hopefully I can find what I'm looking for. Other games do I play? Just whatever I want to. Just trying to finish some games, and if I stream them, then they're recorded and finished on YouTube, and maybe somebody would like to watch me. So, let's go east, I guess. How long have I been streaming? I think since September? What is that, like 6 months or something? Started in September. have to remember which bridge I crossed now. The one that was up here, I guess. Stream consistently? Thanks. Yeah, I stream a couple hours most mornings. Take Sundays off. Sometimes when I need to go shopping, I'll take another morning off. Animal's dead. Okay, well, we search this whole river. Thanks. I'm learning to, I don't know, not sit here silently or whatever. Which fall are very few. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I don't need to succeed or nothing. Oh man, you don't have to tell your friends to follow me. The bridge over there that I can't get to. How do I get over there? Probably the one we came from. Maybe not. Okay. Again. If I can get past him. I haven't been walking past him. I mean, he was waiting. Friends for fall to complete 50 followers. And you don't have to do that. Mattress was poisoned again. Looking to just like naturally get followers or whatever. I could ask my friends to watch me or whatever too if I wanted, but everything else kind of feels like cheating. Like I said, I don't need to succeed. Just doing this for something new to do. I used to drink a lot, be an alcoholic, so this is a new hobby for me. Thanks for the follow, full one. Plow and hoe, reap and sow. What soon does every farmer grow? There's gonna be wheat? No. Plow and sow, reap and sow. What soon does every farmer grow? Tired? Oh, it's so close, but it's not right. Wiring? That's a good one, too. Wary? Be wary. Nice. Nothing I want. Good picket. What is this? Elam's heart. Oh, that's for that Rizalki. Okay. Need that. Now I'm never gonna find her. Thatcher stumbled. Held to one knee as a wave of nausea swept the length of his body. His head swimming. Climbed slowly to his feet and turned to the others. There's something very strange about this place. For a moment I felt as though a great force was reaching up through the ground and sapping my strength. I felt something as well. This must be the strange force that Craig spoke of when we spoke to him. Perhaps we should turn back until we discover the cause. Give it a save. Dear. Jim's stomach hurt. He tipped back his head and gritted his teeth, trying to fight back the nausea that he felt welling up inside him. While color drained from his face, he drank the air in big gulps, only to expel it again in short bursts through pursed lips. Nearby, he heard the sound of retching, but didn't care to turn and look. It was enough to know that he was not the only one who had been afflicted with the sickness. We are sick. That ain't great. Well, I guess I'm not supposed to be here yet. We're getting real sick. 25% sick. Everyone offers this thing, but few will take it when it is offered by someone else. Surrender. Thanks. New. Food, arrows, a spell. I think I'll just end up reloading and come back here later. I saw him where he never was, and where he could not be. And yet within this place, I saw a wavering face staring back at me. Like mind? Mirror doesn't fit, not reflection. Move. Thank you for the follow, Eva. I'll have to use the notepad for this one too. Reach the follower goal. Add me on Discord. Thank you. I'm not looking for any Discord friends though. You guys can check me out most mornings, except for Sundays. I'll be streaming usually old games. I'm gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons games, I think. I don't think I wrote down. Yeah, I see that. Thanks. Made the 30 goal. Saw him where he never was. Thank you. That's how I solve these puzzles too. Yeah. I have been leaving quite a few of them unsolved, but this one's only 4 characters, so how hard could it be? Saw him where he never was, and where he could not be, and yet within this place I saw a wavering face staring back at me. Sounds like song lyrics. It must be like a reflection of something, some sort, but what? I don't think hake is a word. Hill is not it. IO is not a word. HS, no. O's is not it. Oak, no. Hole. Hole would be a good one. Oh, a lake, of course. Are any of these the named bow? Nope. Where should I go? Iron Jaw Trap. Oh, we can give that back to the guy. I don't know if we should have come down here though. I might end up having to reload the bookmark. Because now we're sick. And there was like a snake face guy I was supposed to find down here. Oh, there he is maybe. Let's not save the bookmark. Snake. Hopefully if I agreed to attack. Hopefully if I get rid of this guy. Locklear stumbled. Oh boy. Maybe I should have healed first. Hopefully I'm not sick anymore after I get rid of the... Oh no! Minded. And that was defeat. Let's try that again. Let's not rest here. Ugh. Patrick's stomach hurt. He tipped back his head and gritted his teeth, trying to fight back nausea felt welling within him. All color drained from his face, he drank the air in big gulps, only to expel again in short bursts through his pursed lips. Patrick's head swam. I don't feel well, he gasped, clasping a hand over his blood-drenched side. My wounds may be mortal. I'll need help. Attention from a temple soon. Darn, he's near death. Let's reload. Like 29%. Eat some herbs. Drink some potions. Make him back off from these guys and heal. No. Stop that. If I heal, does they just die? I don't know. We're still sick? We're not. Alright, let's buff our armor too. This guy hasn't got the right stuff, but drink some of these potions. Use this on the armor. I guess for enchanted blades and not so much magic. This might work. And enchant the blade though. There, I think we're ready. And we'll try this fight a couple times maybe, and then the stream should end. It's been good enough. They were not alone. Miss me. One down. We can blind the far one. I didn't kill him. Battle was won. Got poison. And a couple chests. No, not more puzzles. Men seize it from its home, tear apart its flesh, drink the sweet blood, then cast the skin aside. Is it like a banana? No. Like an orange? That one was easy at least. For junk. One more. After the final fire, the winds will blow, and these, which are already dead, will cover the ones who've yet to die. Like embers or ashes or coals. A. Oops. Could use a bowstring, I guess. Put anything in there? Can. Well, those guys had no great loot on them. More stuff around the corner. Okay, after those, I'll save. And then we'll be back tomorrow for 2 more hours of Betrayal at Krondor. Nope, need to use the spell again. Blessed are the first, slow are the second, playful are the third, bold are the fourth, brave are the fifth. I have no idea. Like, child? Oh. I really don't know. A-R-I? Ring, Quinn, Grill, A-O, Full, Off, On, Boy, Bow, Off, On, Blah, Blank? No. um, Not Brink. Brink? Frank? Grill, Grid, Grin, Oh, Off, On, Fuck, Annie, Anna, Owl, hmm. Arn, Ar. Yeah, don't know this one. It is a journey whose path depends on another's vision of where it ends. Man, this one should be easier because it's less letters. With hope. Oops. What comes after R? Um, I can spell tart. I can spell Bart and bark. Rock. Man, I got no idea. Um, let's just flip through all the letters. Every one of them. No, I don't know. Ask. That would work, but it doesn't. Aha. Book. I don't really want any of that stuff. Could put another bowstring on there if I really wanted to. I don't have 2 people with ropes, do I? No, just 1. Oh no, still getting sick. So he killed the bad guys. The puzzle worried him. Though they escaped alive, he was still bothered by the presence of the Pantathians in the area. He had no liking for the serpent folk, and their presence in the kingdom so near the battle site of Sethanon unnerved Locklear a good deal. What do you think the Pantathians were after, Patris? Do you think they were rooting around looking for something? With Pantathians, who knows? Who can tell? No one in the kingdom knows exactly what they want, but they seem to get mixed up in nearly everything that's got a bad ending. My guess is that they were trying to channel the strength they were stealing into something else. Maybe they needed power for a spell. I'm not too comfortable with the thought of that. I felt their powers when we entered the area. So I did not know So I didn't know what was I perceived. At least we have come out of there none the worse for the wear. I imagine that Craig is beyond help. It's a good thing we didn't remain a month as he did. So I don't know about you, I feel like almost normal again. I, for one, am glad the whole affair is over. Oh, scorpions. Are we sick again? No, healing. Let's back off a bit. They agreed to attack. Their advantage was lost. Oh, that wasn't... Missed the hitbox. Tried to swing. Nice. Alright, give him some food. And I think we'll have to turn the stream off there, so... Thanks for watching, thanks for the follows, thanks for likes and subscribes and whatever, pushing all the buttons. If you want to see more of the episodes of Betrayal at Krondor, you can check out my YouTube under the live tab or the playlist tab. And I'll see you tomorrow for 2 more hours of Betrayal at Krondor. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.